Most people fear the cold, but this divine feminine, she uses it as her shield and her weapon. This divine feminine is not more so me, but intentionally detached. Bonjour, belles amies. Kijon, Oye, and Sweet Beyond. Mwemrele, Jarika Chantrell, also known as Blue Jay. And today we are going to get into the divine feminine of ultimate independence. This divine feminine is the queen of silence, also known as the Ice Queen. This divine feminine is not the woman to be played equal with. In power to the alpha feminine female. This queen is the queen who doesn't need the throne or doesn't need the audience. This queen is known as the outsider of the social hierarchy. This queen is known as the Empress of the Sigma female. So let's fly into your early life. Known as the beautiful young Page of Swords energy, this divine child was seen and looked at and known to be the observational watcher of her peers. While all the other children were playing in the sandbox, this child was looking and lurking behind the trees in her own company while watching the others and making sure that she does not get in trouble with the rest of them. This divine feminine does not mind being by herself. It doesn't make her lonely. It just gives her more space to concentrate and really pick out those bad apples on the tree. Knowing to be looked at and seen as the hyper independent, mature child, this child did not mind not fitting in with others. She did not mind just learning things on her own, being independent, but not being non cooperative, just making sure that she knows who she actually wants to get close to her. And that's even at a young age. This child was always comfortable being around peers that were older, way older, weren't even the peers, even adults, that they probably had to tell her for the most part to stay in a child's place. And although she learned her independence early, she still was humble enough to still learn the ins and outs of the world from those who could actually teach her something and who she can actually learn from. If you don't have anything to teach this beautiful queen of air of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Queen Buttercup from the Powerpuff Girls, you know how Buttercup is. Buttercup is only close to her sisters and the mayor. She loves the mayor, she loves her sisters, but anybody else, she'll get down to the nitty gritty, and she cannot stand a mojo jojo. Which brings us to the beautiful Ice Queen's characteristics. Known to have a low social battery and a high social IQ, this queen is able to quickly read a room in seconds. It does not take her long. Whereas everyone else is migrating and mingling, she is sitting at a table quietly, listening, and more than likely responding with a oh yeah, really? And really, she knows what's going on, but she wants you to think and feel that she doesn't know more than she actually does. And that's what becomes pretty dangerous about her and her weapon and her shield. Not that she uses what she knows against you, but if she has to pull out those receipts to make sure that she's not thrown under the bus, oh honey, she will get to the facts, and those facts will be undeniable. This Ice Queen, which yes, I am a part of, my beautiful Belrayon, is known to have these stone wall boundaries. If you think you can come in and just sweeten her up like a feather, and you just feel as though that you can whisper sweet nothings and tell her that you can make her life easier, she's going to make sure that you hold to your words. She's the type that believes actions over words because she is so analytical. She is very observant and she is watching everything, even if it seems like that she isn't. She pays attention to the small details, the details that you don't even know that she's paying attention to, right? Like, I say, if you need something, that beautiful, you know, Libra woman is going to be that caring, divine, feminine woman that is listening to whatever you have to say that she feels that is concerning to you. And she is going to balance out that scale and be more open to being able to compromise, not conform, because conforming is controlling, but compromising with you. Or that Aquarius woman, if you're having troubles with thinking about a logical outlook on your life and how you can expand in your life, she is going to drop some gemstones. Gemini, gemstones on you to where you can have no choice but to take that advice and accomplish something from it. Or that beautiful Gemini, divine feminine of higher intellectual intelligence, that brain does not stop. It goes nonstop. So whatever problems that you may need the answers to critically and quickly, efficiently, this is the one that you need to bring to the courthouse on side of you. That if you don't have a lawyer, this is the one to back you up with her own research and what she found, just in case you missed something. Okay? Very, very helpful when it comes to logistics and analyzing and problem solving and critical thinking. This is the beautiful divine Sigma female of the air sign of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And when it gets to that air, when the air is mutable, air can do anything. You need the air to even breathe. And so when you're around that beautiful Sigma Empress energy, you have no choice but to get your life, and she's going to make sure that you hold up to it and do that. So what about the shadow traits and the powerful traits of the beautiful divine ice queen or the air queen of these divine feminine archetypes? Emotional detachment. Yes, my baby, we are bad at that. We will shut down in our pride. That is part of our pride, is knowing how icy we are. We iced out. We know how to really cut you off and not even have a care in the world because we felt like that you should have never crossed us in the first place. Okay? Like, when an air sign divine feminine is done with you, she already has in her mind that she's done with you, and there's nothing that you or anyone else can do or say about it to change her mind, because her mind is very powerful. She represents that magician, okay? Yes, magician, which means that everything that she touched can turn into gold because she has that gift of gab. All right? She does tell the truth. She does represent that ace of swords, that cutting through delusions and letting you know how it is, even if you may not like it. And it may not sound very pleasant, but it's very direct, and it's something that you would need to hear in order to make those changes to elevate yourself so that you can be your best self. Or she would appreciate it from you as well. She wants you to tell her how it is so that she can make some efficient changes that benefit her in a healthy way. And you will always hold a place in her heart if you are that direct with this divine. That's all that you can do, is be direct, nothing else. Straightforward, but not disrespectful. She don't play with the disrespect, okay? Also, that silent treatment, stonewall silence. She is Medusa. She has this look that she will give you. She will stare you dead in your soul, and you will be able to feel it. It's this blank stare. She won't blink, but she will look you deep in your soul. You will freeze into place, and you will feel some type of intimidation. Not because she's trying to scare you or anything like that, but she needs you to know, okay, you have finally pushed it. I'm not even going to say anything. My words are not working, so now I have to stare into your soul, and she will turn you into salt. Which carries us to our south node, past life versus our North Node's purpose. In your South Node, you're very, very used to being in survival mode. You were used to being cut off when you tried to share your ideas, your creativity, and your boundaries. You didn't have any boundaries in your past life. You were a yes man and you did everything that anybody told you to do. It wasn't even nicely. It was you being directed to do what someone else wanted you to do. And so, which brings us to your North Node's purpose, is following your own light, following your own guidance, taking the proper measures to make sure that you live your life in a direct, open hearted, boundaried way. Hold those boundaries, stick to them so that you are able to enjoy yourself. And whoever I am speaking to that is not a queen of air or ice queen or Sigma energy, it is best that you give us our space so that we can welcome you whenever we are ready to receive your energy in its fullest, as long as it's positive energy. This Ice Queen is not here to shut down, to shut you out, or to ignore you, or to be mean and detached out of an arrogant way, but she is here to make sure that everyone lives a safe, happy life, and that no one is here to intentionally and purposely cross any boundaries for your sake and hers. Thank you so much. My name is Blue Jay, also known as Jerika Chantrell, and I can't wait to see you for your next upcoming energy forecast. Au revoir. Merci tout le monde. I love you.